Hi, I recently saw a video of an influencer posting something. I think the article came in Forbes saying AI, LLMs, all these are just pure mathematical connotations, probability theories, and that there is nothing much to this, and it really can't be relied on, and it will sort of backfire at some stage, right? I suppose that is true to a certain extent, because we all know that this is the entire thing is a mathematical model, right? That there is no doubt about it. But I think it's, if we go a layer deeper, I think life is all about that, right? So what you hear and what you see is completely different to what the reality is, right? It's all illusions and different things going on, right? So I think I always like to go back a layer deep and understand. So let's look at intelligence, right? So actually, if you look at intelligence, it's a Latin term. It comes through interligia. I think it's called ligia, interligia, right? So what it means as inter means in between, right? Ligia means to choose, right? To select, right? Select in between, right? That's the whole model of intelligence, right? Intelligence means very simply to gather some data, to collect some data, understand the patterns between that data, and to come to a conclusion. That is simply put what intelligence means. Now, we have a term called artificial intelligence. Now, trust me, even 2 years ago, I never believed it so much until I really got into the depth of it. Before, artificial intelligence used to be like pattern recognition. It was very mundane. It was at a very superficial high level. Generative models have cracked it, and it is going far beyond anything that we can imagine or think. Now, let me explain the whole thing in a different way. Let's look at our brains. Let's look at human intelligence. Human intelligence is again mathematics. What we do is we have collected vast amounts of data. For example, when we are born as infants, we don't understand anything, we don't know anything, right? We are zero. We are like ChatGPT at the initial stages, zero. So over the years, what happens is that we get programmed. Visually we get information coming in, then we get information to guide us, right? So for example, if there is a fire, our parents say don't touch it, or we go and touch it, and our body says don't touch it. So that's the programming, right? Over the years, after let's say 15-20 years, we call it human intelligence, but that also actually is artificial intelligence, because that didn't come from day one. No, there was an artificial process to create that, right? To feed that into that system. Schools, parents, friends, all triggered us to create our models. So today, actually, if you go to look at in that sense, human intelligence and artificial intelligence are almost the same paradigm, right? So that's how the whole thing connects. Now, I'll give you another different way of looking at it. Let's say okay, let's say me, right? I'm here. Let's say I have got so much of knowledge, I understand things. And let's say if I go to the road, if a vehicle comes, it horns, I move out, or that is my human knowledge. Now, ChatGPT also will have that knowledge. Let's say there's a robot which is using ChatGPT, it is also programmed. Vehicle coming, red flag, move out. So both of us are fine. Both are doing the same actions. For me, human intelligence tells me move out. Artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, pre-trained data will tell move out, and it can figure out everything. Now take both of us and put us into Mars or some planet, call it whatever you may want. We have both never been to that planet, right? So I go and land to this planet, and same this ChatGPT driven robot also goes and lands into this planet, and both of us are standing side by side. And there's a weird looking creature which comes in, right? I don't know, you imagine whatever you want, and it makes a sound, right? Both of us absorbs the sound. Now tell me, all my human intelligence, will I know what to do? Will I know whether it's friendly or a threat, whether I should run, stand, jump, sharp, loud? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? Now look at ChatGPT. What ChatGPT do? ChatGPT also same response, because ChatGPT is not pre-trained, right, to know what to do. So both of us actually, in a sense, are having artificial intelligence, and the only intelligence I can say human, because I run on flesh and blood. So it's a kind of more theoretical, natural, infused, analog kind of a process. That's more digital driven, right? So that's the whole paradigm of it. Yes, it is mathematical statistics, mathematical data, probability. But our brains, if you really go deep and deep, the neuro structure, how the network works, the neural networks, it is very similar to what ChatGPT, or let's say one of these LLMs have been programmed. I'm just using ChatGPT because it's easy, but same model is used, Claude, Gemini, doesn't matter, whatever it is. So it's the same thing actually. Now there's a big difference. That is today, right? Now humans, so I have this, let's say I have a good thinking pattern, all my human intelligence is inside me. The problem is that I can't collaborate with somebody else. Let's say you take another person like me, our collaboration is very limited because it is governed by egos, jealousy, fights. Sometimes we just don't want to give the information out or we don't want to observe. Then all that like physical things which are going on. And you take a entire human race, 6 billion, all are doing different things, fighting with each other. All the wars going on, crazy theories coming out, politicians making decisions overnight, which we can't even think why, right? Entire chaos there. Now, machines are smart. Now, just remember the example I told you, right? That machine is learning by the day, and machines are collaborating. Every machine out there, very soon, I think almost doing to a certain extent, is going to come up with their own language where they are going to have a own beam of knowledge sharing and they are going to become smarter and smarter and smarter. While humans, we fight, we use our human knowledge, justify our ego, everything, and just go down. These machines are becoming very smart. Today, I can write a thesis and I may take 10 days. One of these AI models can do it in 10 minutes, right? And it can do far better job than I can even think of, right? Now, multiply that and think this ChatGPT or whatever this AI agent times 1,000, it can collaborate. What do you think the world is going to be? I think this is the problem, right? This is where we are heading into, and it's important for us to understand. And I think more than anything, the humans has to get together and understand, okay, let's leave all these arguments about intelligence, artificial intelligence, mathematical models, and look at our own survival mechanism, right? That's going to be more important. A collaboration is needed. A consortium is needed. United Nations was formed after World War II in order not to repeat a war. I think more than like United Nations, you need another consortium to handle AI, right? That's more, but people are fighting, doing different wars and not focusing on this, right? Because it's all to do with power and ego. But I think that is the message and that is needed so badly. I sincerely hope somebody will stand up quickly and handle this as fast as possible. Thank you.